Aaron Rodgers and Khalil Mack are fucking beasts. Oh my God. My name is Evan. Welcome back to another video. This is video number 8 out of my 10 video challenge that I'm doing. 10 videos in a row, 10 minutes on those videos every single day. This is video number 8. And football is back. Football is back. I had a great Sunday. Even though my Cowboys lost, my Cowboys got demolished yesterday. But man, it's fun. I love the NFL. I love the players in the NFL, and we need to stop talking about how these players are, overpaid. Aaron Rodgers, Khalil Mack. Bears got every penny. The Packers are getting every penny of what they paid them, and that's what they're worth. That's what they're worth. That's crazy. That game last night was insane. Khalil Mack, oh my God. I think that's the first time I've actually watched maybe a full game of Khalil Mack. I've always just seen highlights, really, because I'm not a Raiders fan. But, man, he was just all over the field. They only gave him 1 sack. He had 3 tackles, 1 assist, forced fumble, an interception, a touchdown. Unreal. Unbelievable. And I wish they did. I don't know why they don't give an official stat for quarterback pressures. I mean, the whole game, Khalil Mack, every time he's on the field, he is making whoever the quarterback is, shift around in the pocket. That should definitely be a stat. And I see a lot of, players in the NFL that maybe they don't get sacks, maybe they're a little bit slow, but man, they move the quarterback, and that would be a really cool stat to add because a lot of times, that's all you want from your pass rushers is just for them to be disruptive back there. Even if they're not getting home, if they're making the quarterback roll out, making the quarterback, step up in the pocket or something, that should be a stat. Definitely should be a stat. So, man, Khalil Mack's a beast. The Bears look good. Trubisky gets a lot of heat, but man, I see a lot of potential in that guy. I think he's going to do some great things. I know he's a high-round draft pick. A lot of Bears fans were unhappy with him going so early, but man, he looked good yesterday. He's been looking good. I spilled my tea everywhere. And then A-Rod, oh my God, coming back on one leg, 3 touchdowns. That Packers team is just a different team with the quarterback, and it really bums me out that my Cowboys don't have a player like that. I'm so jealous of the Packers being so spoiled with Brett Favre for a long time, and now A-Rod, the GOAT. He's the best. He's the best in the NFL. Tom Brady, he's a little bit old. He's the greatest of all time in my opinion, but A-Rod is the best quarterback playing the game right now. Best quarterback on the planet. Comes back. That he got hurt on a play. I thought, I understand these men are huge. These football players are huge, but that hit wasn't that vicious. I think A-Rod was a little bit fragile, maybe. To get carted, he got carted off from that hit. I didn't think it was that bad. Maybe it was, I don't know. It was a little dramatic, maybe a little over-dramatic in my opinion. But then to come back and just completely rejuvenate a team that if A-Rod didn't go back out there, it was going to be 28-0. It was going to be bad. And to come back and win. And the thing is, with A-Rod and with those superstar players, it's not like you just have it's not that they're just really good. They bring out the best in everybody. A-Rod brings out the best in his, average wide receivers. I don't think those receivers are anything special. Jordy Nelson is not anything special, but with A-Rod, Jordy gets upgraded, or he did. He's not with them anymore. But I think all those wide receivers get a lot better with A-Rod back there. And not only him, but the offensive line, blocks. It's just like everyone feels, they know they have a chance at winning, and they all up their game. Defense looks better. Special teams is better. Offensive weapons are better when A-Rod's there. And the same on defense, too, with, you got Khalil Mack, and when he's so disrupted back there, everyone around him is going to be better. Those corners, they don't have to cover as long. Those safeties, they don't have to cover as long. They can be more aggressive. They can go for picks instead of just trying to not get beat. The other defensive linemen, don't have as much attention on them. It really, one player, even though football is the ultimate team sport, one player can make a huge difference. So yeah, so I'm happy. Happy football is back. It was fun to watch yesterday. I started my flag football league. We won. I was surprised we won. It was our first game. We haven't even really practiced together very much either. We're like brand new, working with each other, and it was a little rough. We played kind of a crappy team, and we had a lot of miscommunication. A lot of, the hard part is when you're playing a team sport, you have to get used to the players around you, and you have to be on the same page. Like you see a certain, formation, and you might be thinking one thing, but then your safety or, whoever's around you is thinking a different thing. I play corner, so, for me, I'm trying to communicate with my linebackers and my safeties, and it's hard when they're constantly changing. Like throughout one drive, sometimes you're subbing in and out different players, and you might see a formation, and we had already seen this and talked about it with somebody else. But now I can talk to this different person and make sure we're on the same page. So we had a lot of miscommunication. We ended up pulling it out at the end, so that was good. Yeah, starting off the season strong, 1-0. My Cowboys, they got beat by Carolina bad, and I talked about this a little bit yesterday, but Jason Garrett, he's got to go. He's got to go. I've been saying this for 4 or 5 years. When you've been the head coach for 8 years, you need to have your shit together. You need to have everything rolling really smooth, and for whatever reason, Stephen A. Smith says this all the time. What can go wrong will go wrong, and it's true. It's true with our Cowboys. If we never get the benefit of the doubt where we're talking about, oh, this could be a problem. This could be a problem. This could be a problem. Hopefully we get it fixed. And sure enough, it always is a problem. Getting rid of Dez. This could be a problem. Like we need to replace Dez. These receivers are not that great. Like we need to be creative, and I don't know if we can be creative and get them open and get them the ball. And sure enough, first game, can't do it. We have all this time to prepare, all this time to figure out some creativity to get our players involved, get them the ball and move up the field. And it didn't happen. It didn't happen yesterday. There was very little creativity. As soon as there was a little bit of resistance to our strength, which is running the ball with Zeke, running it with our offensive line, who we have put so many resources into. As soon as there's a little bit of resistance to that, we give up on it. Oh, shit, we can't do that. We're going to pass. We're going to pass the whole game. Even first and second down, we're putting Zeke in motion into the slot. There's not even a threat of the run right there. And what does that come down to? It comes down to the scheme. It comes down to who's calling the plays, who's coaching. And, Scott Linehan's the offensive coordinator. Jason Garrett is the head coach. They've both been there for a long period of time now. It's not like they're getting used to the system and the players. They're not doing what they're supposed to do. And I don't know how you can continue to blame it on the players, Dak and Zeke and all that stuff, when there's a definite pattern of they're not put in positions to make plays. It's so vanilla. It's just line up and beat your person. And, that's not going to cut it with good teams. And that's what happens. We go to Denver last year. We get killed. We come to Carolina first game. They have a great defense. And, we get killed. We get out-schemed. We get outplayed. Everything. Our defense looked pretty good, though. Our defensive line, I think, is, one of the best in the NFL. I really do. DeMarcus Lawrence is a beast. He's definitely top 3, top 5 pass rushers in the whole NFL. You have Taco Charlton, who's coming along. He was our first-round pick last year. He's playing better. He's playing better against the run. He's playing more disciplined. He's just learning the game. Our defensive tackles are looking good. I can't remember their names off the top of the bat. Malik Collins, I know, is one. He got a sack, and he plays the run really well. Our defensive tackles play the run pretty well. But then, the back end of our defense is looking solid. Also, we got the young corners who are learning the game. We got Byron Jones, who's now playing a corner. He looked pretty good. Our safety play was okay. It didn't give the game away. But whenever you only allow 16 points as a defense against Cam Newton and company, that's a win. That should be a win. And it all comes down to our offense just not being able to move the ball. And then letting go to Dan Bailey, we miss a field goal. If you prevent a team from getting 20 points, you should win, because that's what it is. In the NFL, it's who can score 21, 24 points, because and then defense plays really well. 21, 24 points, should give you a chance to win. 8 points, no, not going to happen. And as a defense, you're trying to prevent 20. So 20 and below is a win for you, and offense 21 to 24 points and above is a win. And you see it last year, and now you're starting to see it this year. Our defense is putting in the effort and the work, keeping everybody under 20, and our offense isn't. And we're not doing a whole lot we're not making adjustments to fix that. So anyway, that's my 10 minutes for the day. See you tomorrow.